I'm bringing back the end of month flip throughs. Today we're diving into something I'm absolutely thrilled to share with you, my new planner setup, specifically an end of month flip through of January. I want to share with you all what was working for me, what wasn't working for me. If you've been following my journey, you know I've made a pretty significant change. For those who are new here, I spent the last maybe 5+ years, I was committed to an A5 size from my passion planner days through bullet journaling. And even when I switched to a ring system, I was still using an A5. Making the leap to an A6 was honestly, I wouldn't say it was nerve-wracking, but I think anytime you're buying a new planner or you're switching things up, there's always a risk of not liking the new setup, right? Especially because I'm so used to using an A5. But spoiler alert, I am head over heels in love with this decision. Remember how I promised I'd actually carry this planner with me? I am happy to report I do bring this with me when I'm out and about. The real question is, do I bring this with me every time I'm out? No, I don't. And I only bring it with me when I know that I have space for it, like tucked in my purse in a safe place. And I put a lot of emphasis on safe place because sometimes I have that realization that my planner and my water bottle is in the same pocket. Does this ever happen to anyone where you leave your water bottle like loose? Maybe you didn't screw it on all the way and then it spills in your bag. That has happened to me a handful of times. I mean, if that happened and my planner was in the bag as well, that would break my heart. I only bring my planner with me when I have a pocket in my bag where it is safe and protected. But it's nice. Now that I have an A6, now I have the option to bring it out with me, whereas with my A5, that strictly stayed at home. Now, let's talk about switching to an A6. First things first, your handwriting is going to be the make or break factor here. If tiny writing isn't your strong suit, I definitely think that an A6 may be too small. There is a perfect middle ground, and that is a personal size. So picture this, it's exactly half the width of an A5, giving you this elegant, slim profile while keeping the same length. After seeing my friend's personal size in action, I can definitely vouch for it as an excellent alternative if an A6 feels too small. Can we just take a moment to appreciate this dashboard? Paired with this cloth and paper magnetic clip, breathtaking. Breathtaking doesn't even cover it. It's minimalist perfection. I might break my quarterly rotation tradition because this setup, it's just too perfect to change. Next thing I wanted to share was this fold out future log insert. Well, that's what I'm using it for, as a future log. I've seen a couple of people use this for different things, maybe tracking habits. I'm still adjusting to this format. I find myself double checking entries more than usual, but I think it's just part of the getting used to process. I think in a couple of months, I'll have a new perspective. Now, the monthly overview section. This right here, this is what planner piece looks like. If you watched my videos last year, you saw my struggle. Planning felt like a chore, but now I'm actually using my planner every single day, and the difference is night and day. My productivity has skyrocketed and my stress levels have plummeted. For me, having a planner isn't just about aesthetics or cozy vibes. It's a practical tool that keeps my mental load manageable. Here's an interesting challenge that I've come across. Those beloved Rosie icon stickers I used to use. Let me pull them out real quick just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. They're taking a back seat in the monthly overview because of space constraints. Yeah, I mean, I just don't have the space like I used to. I used to use the icon stickers as reminders for like a lot of the reoccurring things, and I would place them at the bottom of the box. Now, if I'm placing reminders in these boxes plus any plans, it just looks crowded. I am thinking of repurposing these stickers for maybe the weekly overview. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I could probably use these for the to-do list. I don't know. That's an idea. Let's break down this weekly format. You get a lined section at the top of each daily column with time blocking below. Fun fact, I actually used these same inserts in my A5. I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before, but they never quite clicked. Now in the A6, absolute perfection. The compact size forces me to be intentional. Time-sensitive items go in the blocking section, while the top portion holds my simple to-do list. It's structured without feeling overwhelming or feeling empty. I think that was the problem that I was running into when I was using this format in an A5. There was just a lot of dead space. Whereas with an A6, it is perfection. Perfection. I also got back into creating a weekly running to-do list. For those unfamiliar, think of it as your catch-all list. It includes everything and anything: house task, trip planning, shopping needs, you name it, it's on this list. The idea is to capture tasks as they come to mind and then tackle them gradually. I've started implementing it this week. The week of the 13th, I crossed things off. The things that I wasn't able to get to, I just migrated it to the following week. That is what I use this column for. And there you have it, a complete tour of my new planner setup. I went thrifting a couple of days ago and I had so much fun. Like, I forget how fun thrifting is. After thrifting, I realized that I have a couple of things in my closet that are secondhand. And it's like pieces that have stayed in my closet 5+ years. It's items that are in constant rotation. Like this sweater, for instance. I bought this sweater, I think 5-7 years ago, secondhand, and it's a men's size small crew neck sweater from a brand called Orvis. I just really liked this sweater because it had that like worn look, really good quality. Like, you can feel it in how thick the sweater is. Probably keep the sweater in my closet for another 5 years because I don't see the sweater going out of style anytime soon. I love how thrifting feels like a treasure hunt, especially when you find something that, wow, I can add this to my closet. And I feel like because it's a timeless piece, it'll be there for a while. I don't like to buy like too trendy pieces when it comes to buying things secondhand, because chances are it's probably from like Zara or Shein or H&M. So it's not the best quality. It just feels so good giving it a second life. This latest trip, I didn't find too many clothes. And I'm going to make this clear. I am not an expert at thrifting. I do have a handful of friends that are pretty good at it. Like, they're just really good at finding things. It also requires a lot of patience. You have to be willing to look at everything on the rack, and you have to have a good eye for finding the good items. That's not me. I just go thrifting for a good time. Sadly, I only found 2 pieces of clothing. I found this pair of jeans from this brand called Jordache Basics. It's a denim company. I've never heard of it, but I don't know. I could just tell, like, holding this, it just feels really great quality. Like, the stitching is really nice. You can just tell when it's good denim. The plan with these, because I already have, like, the jeans that I'm wearing today are pretty close to these, but what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to cut these and make them into shorts, because I don't have a pair of shorts in this color. I also think that this pair is a little too long for me. So even if I wasn't going to turn them into shorts, I definitely would have to get it hemmed. I also found a dress. I'm going to go try it on. I still haven't tried it on. It's because it took me a couple of washes to get these clean. So I'm gonna go try it on now. So pretty. This dress is from a Nordstrom brand, ASTR. I own a couple of dresses from this brand and I like them. Like the quality seems pretty nice. Like I washed it, I threw it in the dryer, it didn't shrink, the quality didn't change. I also like how the dress feels pretty heavy, like it's a lot of fabric. Also, just like I'm a sucker for green. I love green. I like these like baby doll looking dresses when you have like these oversized sleeves and then it's tight in the midsection. It's just really, really flattering. I could see myself wearing this to a brunch with some girlfriends. I could even see myself wearing this to like a very casual wedding. I'm definitely going to get some use out of this. Super random. I found a game. It's called Beat That. I feel like I have played this game before at a friend's house. I just can't remember who. Thought that it's just like a bunch of silly challenges. I think you work in teams and I don't know. I saw that it was ages 9+. So this is like a perfect game for when like my sister and her family come over. I also found this wooden plate. I wish I got a shot of this before I fixed it up, but it did look pretty beaten up. It was dusty, but I just knew that once I added some like wood oil to it, it would look brand new. And sure enough, it does. It looks beautiful on my dining table as a centerpiece. Like right now it's holding my lemons and it just looks so nice. Like I love, 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 love the double wood, like the very light with the dark plate. It just makes me happy. And I bought it for $1. Books. If you ever go to a thrift store, look at the books section. Like chances are you will find something. I sadly didn't find any books for myself, but I sure as hell was in there looking. The experience made me never want to buy another book brand new. Obviously, when you're looking for a specific book, that is much harder to find in a thrift store. But I feel like if you just want to add some books to your TBR stack, just go to a secondhand store first. I am happy to say that I did find some books for my 2-year-old. And it's so funny. It's like we found stuff that he's like really into right now. The Good Dinosaur, he was ecstatic when I took this off the shelf. When my son was sick a couple of weeks ago, we let him watch The Good Dinosaur. He loves this movie. It makes him so happy. Like he's just so eager to read. My son is also really into this series, Danny and the Dinosaur. Like it's such a, I don't know, it's such a like plain and simple story. And then these are also the I can read books. So even the writing is simplified. All of these books were less than $2 each. My father-in-law got my son into Paw Patrol. He loves having the book. Because we never watched the show here. He can only watch it when he's at his grandparents' house. So yeah, it's just one of those, again, a good find. And this book has 2 sheets of stickers that are still intact. So we got lucky with this one. And then I grabbed a Dr. Seuss book. I don't know if this is an original Dr. Seuss story, but it does have Cat in the Hat. I got this because I'm trying to remember, not this week, because this week is Valentine's Day. But next week I know I have a Dr. Seuss week coming up soon. So this is what I wanted to add to the lineup. So happy with everything that I found. I do wish I found more clothes. Like I'm always open to adding clothes to my closet. I want to go thrifting again.